A Church for All by Gail E. Pittman, illustrated by Lori Fournier. A Church for All by Gail E. Pittman, illustrated by Lori Fournier. Sunday waking. Day is breaking. Let's go to our church for all. Church bells ringing, joyful noises, choirs singing, laughing voices, candles glowing, banners flowing. Come enter our church for all. Weak and healthy, neat and messy, poor and wealthy, plain and dressy, all embracing, spirit gracing, each one at our church for all. Bodies wiggling, mommies reading, children giggling, daddies pleading, toddlers flailing, babies wailing. There's room at our church for all. Hands receiving, hands connecting, hearts believing, hearts accepting. Feel the Spirit. Can you hear it? It's here at our church for all. Author's note. Years ago, a friend encouraged me to attend a service at Glide Memorial Church, and I was very reluctant. I was raised in a church that wasn't accepting of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people. Later, as an adult, in the LGBT community, I had been to churches where I didn't feel welcomed. Many churches still preach the idea that being lesbian, gay, bisexual, and/or transgender is wrong, and as a result, many LGBT people feel as if there is no place for them in a church. But my friend, who is a lesbian, said Glide was different. "You'll love it," she said. "It's a rock your world experience." And it did, in fact, rock my world. For the first time, I had found a spiritual community that fully accepted and embraced LGBT people. That's the feeling I wanted to capture in A Church for All. The story of Glide begins in the 1920s when Lizzie Glide, a Methodist philanthropist, purchased a plot of land at the intersection of Ellis and Taylor Streets in the Tenderloin district of San Francisco. The construction of Glide Memorial Church was completed 2 years later. Beginning in the 1950s, many middle-class white families began leaving city neighborhoods like the Tenderloin and moving to the suburbs, a phenomenon known as white flight. As a result, the Tenderloin became associated with crime, poverty, homelessness, drugs, and violence. At the same time, a group of new pastors joined Glide, and their values and goals overlapped with the vision of civil rights movement and other social justice efforts. Reverend Cecil Williams, who was part of this group, is still at Glide today and continues to be a major presence at the church. By the late 1960s, the pews were filled with people from the most marginalized communities, people who were poor, drug addicted, homeless, LGBT, and many others. Since the 1960s, Glide has been internationally known for its commitment to social justice efforts, particularly those that serve the immediate urban community. Glide was the founding site for the Council on Religion and the Homosexual, one of the first organizations to educate religious communities about gay and lesbian issues. Since the 1990s, pastors at Glide have been performing same-sex marriages as an act of social justice. Glide is also famous for its Glide Ensemble, a gospel choir whose music embodies the messages of diversity, radical acceptance, and unconditional love. Today, many churches from a variety of denominations around the country have embraced the same vision of inclusivity as Glide. They are often called inclusive churches or open and affirming churches. Many indicate their commitment with banners featuring a rainbow flag or slogans like "All are welcome." The spirit of Glide's mission is what rocked my world years ago. I am grateful to all the spiritual communities throughout the world, from every denomination, that welcome, accept, embrace, and celebrate us for who we are. Gail E. Pittman, Ph.D.,